Hey guys, all right, it's me, Lauren, and I am going to be doing my kids' toy rotation today. So I do this actually once a month where I take all of the toys that they have up in our playroom and I put them away and bring out all new ones. We have 3 different rotations, so I'm going to be changing one of the rotations and kind of talking to you guys about why we do this, because it seems like it would be a lot of work, but it's really not once you get it set up, and it is so beneficial for your kids. But first, I actually need to clean this room up a bit because it's way easier to do a toy rotation starting from a clean room than a messy one, just so that I can easily put things away and pull out the new stuff and put it where it goes. All right, that is clean enough, and now we're gonna head over here to where we keep all the toy rotation supplies. All right, so in the closet over there, I have 2 of these tubs. So they're always full with the next 2 rotations. So I'm just gonna empty all of that out, and then everything that was on these shelves that they've been playing with for the past month, I'm going to put away. Something that I'm often asked is like, if the kids have a toy that they're like super enjoying, will I put it away when the next toy rotation comes out? And the answer is sometimes. So this time actually, my son, our 2-year-old, has been like obsessed with trains. So you can see all of our train tracks are just on the floor over there. They need to be put away into a basket, but trains are literally his favorite thing right now. He plays with them for hours every single day. And so no, I'm not gonna put the trains away. I am going to leave them out in this next rotation and maybe not bring out something that is in here and save it for another rotation. All right, I'm going to start just by getting all of the new toys out and organizing them by category. Categories are kind of like the most important part of the toy rotation because you want to make sure that you're hitting like fine motor skills, maybe gross motor skills. You want imaginative play. You want thinking things like puzzles, and you want just toys that they love. And I love it when these are developmentally appropriate for their ages. Now we do have 4 kids. They are 2, 4, 6, and 8. So the toy rotation is mainly aimed at our younger kids who are home during the day more, and our older boys have more toys that are just like kept in their room at this point, although they do play with these toys as well. This is where I'm gonna note that this toy rotation has mega blocks or Duplos in it. And I'm actually not going to take these out since we're leaving the trains out, but normally the trains would have been replaced by the Duplos because it's another building toy, and it kind of hits the same developmental skills, but we're gonna keep the trains out for another month. So these are going to end up going back in to here until the next rotation. In here, so I kind of dug around them and got the toys out, and I'm putting all the Duplos back in because we're gonna save those for a different rotation. But let me show you kind of what we got right here. So I always like to have different costumes. This one actually doesn't go with that rotation. I put it away. And so this month's theme is like Peter Pan. So we've got our Peter Pan costume, we've got our Captain Hook costume, there's a Tinkerbell costume. It's downstairs, but I'll bring it up here. And so this will be kind of like the costume choices for the month, and a Batman mask, just because. And then these are some of those thinking developmentally appropriate toys. This is just like a buckle toy. My favorite place to get the developmental toys is the Love Every subscription boxes. And we just got another one in the mail, and so our toddler is gonna open that up like tomorrow. And so I'll be adding more actually into this rotation after he opens that up. And then there's always some sort of cars because that's just like a favorite toy around here. Switching out some of these dolls for my daughter to play with, and this is going to be really cool. It's also from Love Every. It is a whole like puppet show setup that is great for imaginative play, creativity. It's a really fun thing that the kids love. Buzz Lightyear. So you can just have fun toys in here, like a Buzz Lightyear, and then all different books. So I'm going to switch out all of the books that we had. So after you get all of that out and it's separated, then you can go ahead and put the toys that you had away. And here's something that I will say about toy rotation. So when we started doing this, our oldest was only 1 year old, and we started by limiting it to like 10 toys max in the toy rotation. It was a very small shelf and it was only 10 toys. We do get more out now because we do have more kids playing with them than we first started, but you really don't have to have that many toys to do this. And it's going to help reduce boredom actually, because when a kid has all of their toys in front of them, there's too many choices to be made, and so they feel overwhelmed and they end up not picking anything, and then they claim that they're bored. So having fewer choices actually leads to less boredom, and then it's going to lead to more imaginative play and more creativity because they have the time and space. They're not overwhelmed, so they have the time and the space to focus on what they're doing and really play with it and use their imagination. And so it is twofold, like way better to have fewer toy options. A lot of people ask like, well, will your kids outgrow something developmentally if it goes away for like 2 months at a time? And I would say not really, because while this toy may be aimed for, you know, an 18-month-old, my 2-year-old still loves it, and even my 4-year-old likes to play with it. So you're gonna find that they still love their toys, and they actually love them even more. My kids love toy rotation day because it kind of feels like Christmas. They get all new toys out and it's so much fun for them to play with. And so they'll even ask me sometimes, Mom, will you do the rotation? Because they know they're getting a little bored with what they have out and they're ready for new options. So I'm gonna put away everything that's out now. It's also a good thing to note when you're putting away a toy rotation, if you find any toys that your kids didn't play with very much, I would let it stay for another rotation. And if I find that the kids don't play with this again after another month that it's rotated in, then I would know that maybe we're past this toy and it's time to let it go to a new friend. All right, so you'll notice that there are a couple of empty spots on the shelf, and I did that on purpose this time since we are going to be opening up some new toys tomorrow. But I'm going to show you just how I have it organized. You don't have to do it the way that I do. Just do what works for your family. But I've got my trains in here, so this is always like trains or magnet tiles or blocks, like something that you're kind of building. This is just kind of random toys that the kids like. This is all automobiles, different kinds of cars and stuff. This one has like dolls and action figures, and then the last basket is our costumes. One shelf for books. This is a really fun game where it's like you find matches by feeling. So that'll go there, little buckle toy, and 2 empty spots. Normally this whole area is open, but obviously I put the whole puppet show set up there. The kids often move this all around the room though, so it might not stay there. But there we go, there's our setup for the month.